This is Jonathan Aguilar, fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Lonnie B, Lionell Thompson. I've seen some people talking about. They've said Beterbiev Usyk at cruiserweight. Thoughts?
Ooh, now that's something I would love to see. I would
Yeah.
lean more towards Usyk, because he's used to those bigger punches, those bigger guys, some heavier bodies. And I think Arthur is a dangerous fight because he can crack. But it's like a catch-22 for me because Usyk is used to the power. But the thing is, Usyk he ain't used to nobody fighting at his pace, and Arthur is small enough to fight at his pace. So it's actually interesting. Like it's interesting because it's like, man, Usyk, but Arthur can keep up with that pace of fighting, and would Usyk be able to take them punches? Arthur ain't gonna get tired. He gonna be throwing just as much as Usyk, in my opinion. It's like look at the last fight. He threw 1,000 punches in a 12 round fight. That's like 100 something punches a round. So it'd be an interesting fight. I would actually love to see that. I would actually love because Arthur got the power to hurt anybody. He got the power to hurt anybody. But Usyk is a dog, man. Usyk got those skills, but yeah, I would love to see that. That one is the toss up for me.
What do you think of the rematch, February 22nd? I know you're going to be looking forward to that.
Oh yeah,
Beterbiev.
I got Arthur by stoppage. I think, and not making no excuses for Arthur, not making any excuses,
Mm.
but I think that he fought way too soon after his surgery. I thought he fought way too soon after his surgery. You know what I'm saying? But I thought he still clearly won. You know, Bivol had moments. He had moments in the fight, but he didn't win. He had moments, and that is boxing. But I think this time, I think Arthur gonna put him in the dirt this time. Listen, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I think Arthur gonna put him in the dirt this time.
And also on that card, we got Dubois and Joseph Parker. Do you think some people saying first of all that Dubois might be overlooking him by jumping in the ring, calling out Usyk, or is that just boxing? That's what people do, right?
Uh, I agree. He might care. He might be overlooking him because it's like, yo, let me focus on the work I got first before I start calling other people out. So yeah, that's a good observation. That's actually a great observation. Like the boys better tighten up because Joseph Parker is he ain't But the thing is, I don't know if Joseph Parker punches hard as Anthony Joshua. Like technically wise, Anthony Joshua is really good technically wise. He get lazy at moments. Like I just don't. Some fights he on, some fights he like. When he on, but when he off, he way off. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually a good fight. It's a toss up between Joseph. It's a toss up. It's a toss up for me because Joseph Parker is really good too.
Mm. Uh, we've got a big fight. I know you'll be out in Vegas, February 1st.
Oh, you know I'm
Benavidez
there.
against David Morrell.
You know I'm there front row. I got David. I got David Benavidez. I got him. Um, David Morrell is real slick, very slick fighter. But he's one of them guys. He got the kind of style where you got to put pressure on him. If you put pressure on him and go to his body, you'll get him. And I think and David specializes in that. He just got to be careful with the slick counters because David Morrell, he do got a little pop and he do got slick counters. But I think the way David fights, I think it's gonna give David Morrell a problem because he ain't gonna let him be slick and do all that slick Cuban stuff he be doing with his feet. He gonna have to constantly keep working and working. It's gonna come to a point where he gonna have to fight. He gonna have to fight David because David is good at coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and letting his hands go. So if David Morrell can catch him in between and hurt him, then that's the only chance I see him. The only chance I give him to win. But uh Benavidez showed me a lot, man. After his last fight, I'm like, he for real. He for real. He for real. But I don't think he's gonna have a lot of knockouts. But that kid hit him with some shots. That kid, Alexander Usyk hit him with some shots, and he can punch.
Oh, Fosdick.
You know,
Yeah,
Volsnik and I'm
yeah.
sorry, excuse me, Volsnik. Thanks for correcting me. And he took him well. He took him well and came back and was letting his hands go. David Morrell hasn't been tested like that yet.
Well, I guess there's question marks over both of them, to be honest, because I guess Morrell didn't look great in his debut at 75, and then Benavidez did look good, but he's coming off the hand surgery I think he had, or he
Yeah,
had some sort of injury, so
yeah.
it's an interesting one, I guess.
But I'm leaning more towards David Benavidez because he punched really. I sparred with him. He punched really well to the body. And just from my observation, I don't think David Morrell's gonna be able to take that over 12 rounds.
Do you think Benavidez by stoppage?
Yeah, I think I could listen. I could be wrong, but I think David Benavidez is going to stop him. Like, David got one of them styles. I spar with him. It's harder. You look at him, you say, oh, okay. But when you get in there, it's a whole different. Okay, this is harder, a lot tougher than I thought. I thought he'd be there for this shot, but he not. His hands is up. He take a good punch, and he come back. His work rate is high, so you got to be in tip top condition to keep up with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good fight, but I'm leaning more towards David Benavidez.
And then one last fight I wanted to ask you about Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach in New York in March. I think the fight's happening, even
Yeah,
though
me too.
I think Tank.
Um,
What do you reckon?
uh, I gotta go with Tank because he got that equalizer. It's only a matter of time before he land. But I would say this: shout out to Lamont Roach, man. I like the way he's talking. He's talking like a champion. He ain't showing Tank no respect. See, those my kind of dudes. When dudes get opportunity like this and they rise to the occasion and they don't let the media and their opponent and the politics bully them, they fight back. Like, yo, I don't care what he did to who, he fighting me, and I don't care how many of y'all praise him and worship him, he's going to sleep. And Lamont Roach talking a good game, but he got to fight one. It's a big difference when you talking and on fight night, when you walk out to that arena and it's a whole different ball game. So if he can deal with the pressure and deal with everything leading up to the fight like a champion, I believe. Now, mind you, that might not translate to a win, but a star can be born. If he give Tank a good fight and don't get stopped and give Tank a good fight, a star can be born. You know what I'm saying? His value can go up if he as they say walk it like he talk it.
And then finally, Lonnie, what's some of your highlights of 2024? Who's your fight of the year? Fight of the year? What's some of your highlights?
My 5 years actually my Michaela Myers and the other
Yeah.
girl. That was actually the fight of the year, man. Like they was going at it. Like that was one of the best fights I've seen in a long time.
Mm,
High speed chess.
yeah.
That was probably my best fight of the year. My most exciting fight of the year was Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. For if I'm looking for excitement. Um Another good fight was Wilder and Zhang,
mm,
ended dramatically. Another exciting fight was of course Artur Beterbiev and Bivol. Another exciting one was this one. Both of the Usyk'S and Fury fights. You know what I'm saying? Like technically wise, like it's crazy. I'm still learning. I'm still learning like the fighting part. I look at Usyk like I'm gonna add that in my repertoire. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. So I enjoy watching. I learn a lot from Usyk. I enjoy watching him. I learn a lot from watching him. Okay, he good with his feet. He good. Okay. So if I'm looking for technique, I look at Usyk. That's one of my best technical fights of this year. And Tank and what's his name? Tank and Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like THP boxing's been great this year because the Turkish El Sheik, he's been doing an awesome job, man, with making good fights, and that's why everybody's excited again. He's taking out the politics and like, look, man, you want to fight? I'm gonna pay y'all. Y'all fight. Period. Forget all this right time and build it up and blah blah blah. The fans is getting what they want when they want it. So shout out to Turkish El Sheik, and I'm grateful for him. I'm thankful they got into boxing because now the fans are starting to see who is who. Like, was this kid really good, or did they just make him good? And that's what Turkish El Sheik is exposing.
mm.
Shout out to him. Keep exposing boxing.
Yeah, and hopefully we see you on one of those cards at some point
Oh,
next.
listen, Turkish El Sheik put me on the car. He gonna get his money's worth. He gonna be like, listen, I never heard of this kid. But it's a couple people over there that know me that can tell him, yo, it's this kid over there that get busy. You need to, but it's all good though. It's definitely gonna happen. But when he gonna be like, oh, this kid is nothing but the truth.
Mm.
How you say it? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. That's what's gonna happen. He gonna be like, this kid is the truth, the whole truth. Before God, this kid is the truth.
Lonnie, I appreciate your time. Anything you want to say to the fans, to your fans,
Yeah, man.
as we enter 2025?
Listen, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for all the guys that even hate me. I'm back 2025. Y'all will see Lonnie B. Get your tapes ready, cause I'm bringing all the smoke. I'm bringing all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And keep supporting me. Follow me on Instagram, Lonnie B the Champ. And I love you guys.